The things people come up with.
And he walked across the entire town like that, with all that cocoa. And here he is.
I hear you were quite the mischievous youth.
I'm afraid the list of my offenses might be too long. Grażynka, should I be worried?
Why, of course not. No, we were just discussing childhood mischief and the cocoa incident.
Yes, I can't deny that one.
Do you have other interests than cocoa and thaumaturgy? Travel? Cards?
I'm sure Grażynka will tell you everything.
All your secrets are safe with me, young master.
In that case, I won't keep you any longer. See you in the lecture.
And now this place on top of everything. Someday it will be enough to stick one foot out the door to get locked up.
And we all know who will get us locked up.
Hello.
It's our professor for the day. Hello, sir.
Is that so?
Who was this vigorous discussion about then? About Polina Nikolaevna?
Indeed. It's probably our little Russian girl who's making all this trouble for us. I don't know why Dickstein doesn't see that.
To me, it's obvious that she's the snitch.
Do you have anything to support such accusations?
It's obvious, isn't it?
It's the Russian girl.
Why are you not suspicious of your friend who was arrested?
His father fought in the uprising. He wouldn't snitch.
Place of birth is hardly enough to determine whether someone is a traitor and a snitch. Wouldn't you agree?
And someone with your skills should already know everything. Wouldn't you agree?
All in good time. Have a nice lecture.
Break a leg.
Hello.
Mr. Szulski, one friendly face in a crowd. You are giving today's lecture, right?
You seem troubled, miss. Is everything all right?
Besides the finger-pointing and backbiting, you mean? Quite all right, yes. Quite.
You do realize that your ancestry doesn't make you popular with the students?
It's hard not to feel it. They don't exactly hide their dislike.
I think I can sympathize. I'm half Russian, but I'm also a Thaumaturge.
How do you cope with it?
I try not to think about it, with varying degrees of success.
Can Thaumaturges read minds?
Indeed.
Yes, well, I'm waiting.
Please excuse me, I'll take my leave. I hope you enjoy today's lecture, miss.
Увидимся.
Please connect me with Fagin, the editor. Śródmieście 3490. Yes, I'll hold. Thank you.
Hello?
It's me, WS.
Have you learned anything?
They reached out to me. I'm keeping the brick, but someone should compensate me for the window pane.
I'll install it myself. My father was a glazier. Do you know where our bloodthirsty patriots are hiding?
We're supposed to meet in Powiśle near the market. They'll have a carriage waiting.
I'm on my way.
And I'll think about whether I should notify somebody else. Hello.
I'm happy to see you, Mr. Szulski. I'm sure the lecture will be a success.
Unmarried, perhaps. However, if I were you, I would make myself more presentable.
I would never expect to see such crowds in this house.
That's true. A nice change.
The students will not miss such an opportunity. It's not every day that one gets to listen to a Thaumaturge.
Regarding the lecture,
Can we start?
I think we can begin.
I trust that you have planned everything well.
I'll take care of everything. Have a pleasant lecture.
Samuel, I assure you, you will not be disappointed.
I'm certain that this will be an exceptional meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment I know many of you have been anxiously awaiting has finally arrived. Owing to the courtesy of both hosts of today's meeting, we have a unique opportunity to touch the knowledge from the borderline between science and magic. Wiktor Szulski, if you would.
I would like to tell you more about the purpose of the items I have prepared for today.
I think we all know what a comb is used for.
I think we should start with what you think Thaumaturge is. Here, we have 3 apparently ordinary items. However, there's more to each of them than you might think. This mask was made more than 1,000 years ago. My father brought it from Africa in '89. However, you can see that the deity it depicts has many similarities to the Slavic Salutor, Veles.
Are you saying that people can see Salutors?
Supposedly, people who are very sensitive, spiritual, or well inebriated can experience the presence of a Salutor, as long as one is around.
Well, the lecture's over. Let's go to the London bar and summon some demons.
Where do Salutors come from?
No one knows. This particular question remains unanswered.
How convenient.
We know that these beings have always been with us, just like the people who were granted the power. We coexist, but we do not know what rules govern this coexistence. Let us move on to the other items. On my father's comb, apart from the dandruff,
Disgusting.
there's also a memory which I can easily read. This particular one concerns father's frustration caused by his developing baldness.
And do we have any influence on what exactly will remain on the item?
Let us not get ahead of the facts. I will cover it more extensively in a moment.
In that case, do you also talk to the dead?
No, no one can talk to the dead. If they claim otherwise, they're after your money. Contact with the Salutors is enough for me. Let us move on.
I would like to remind you that time is... Can we see a practical demonstration?
This book was written in 1666. It was published solely to provoke a fear of thaumaturges. In the Middle Ages, people like me were burned at the stake and condemned for heresy.
Judging from the new Governor General, history is about to repeat itself.
The things that Scowan is saying, they're becoming scary.
I don't think anyone could go that far in the 20th century. People learn from history.
Sure.
Can't you use the power to make someone change their mind? Their way of thinking?
With the help of the Salutors, I can bend people to my will. But the effect never lasts long, and not every one of these people has potential. That's enough theory. Let's move on to the practical part now. Can you help me with a small experiment, miss?
With pleasure.
You too, miss. I'd like to ask both of you ladies for a coin. A kopiejka will do, and I promise to give it back. Excellent. By touch alone, I am now able to uncover the secrets that Miss Bolina is hiding from all of us.
This is starting to get interesting.
Let's see. A Thaumaturge can gain profound knowledge of a person from any object that belonged to them, however mundane it might be. Let's see. The truth can be surprising.
Well, enlighten us already.
It's prudent that I ask if you consent to me sharing your secrets.
I don't have anything to hide.
It's not true that you have nothing to hide, Mitt.
You bet.
I don't think you've told anyone present here why you are so motivated to learn at the Flying University. It's because the Flying University is just the start for you. You have very ambitious plans and you dream about going to the Sorbonne, where you intend to pursue a career as a scientist.
That's right.
Let us focus on you then, Miss Cecilia.
Please go ahead.
Your fascination with thaumaturgy is intense, and there's a reason for it.
Well,
Contrary to how it may be perceived by outsiders, it is not the desire to impress a certain thaumaturge. Rather, it is a professional quest to find answers to questions yet unexplored. Miss wants to be the first.
thank you, sir.
One more thing. You promised to explain something to us during the practical section. That section is now, right?
What I've just presented to you is the thaumaturge's skill of perception, which means reading that which is hidden. However, in order for perception to be useful, something must first be inscribed in an item.
Right.
And if someone doesn't have the power, but focuses on the message, will they be able to inscribe what they want?
Well, it doesn't hurt to keep trying, right?
Fascinating.
Thank you for this truly enlightening lesson. At the same time, it pains me to say that it's time to end it.
Do you have to end it now?
I have to be mindful of safety, not only of the students, but also of our hosts. Return safely and forget that you are here. Can I have a word with you, Mr. Szulski? Please indulge me. Thank you, and congratulations on an amazing lecture. And about our issue?
Mr. President, but above all, Mr. Szulski, what a wonderful experience. I will never forget it.
I'm glad.
I can't wait for our next meeting. Goodbye.
Come back safe, Czesław. Getting back to my question.
It's not her. I'm sure of it.
That's good. It's a great relief. And you got it from the Kopiejka. What kind of magic is this?
The traces people leave on objects allow me to read their intentions, and even their innermost thoughts. I'm grossly simplifying, of course. This is a topic that deserves its own lecture.
Maybe it does.
Although the joy is spoiled by one fact that I must share with you.
Should I be nervous?
I'm afraid so. Someone in the merry gathering of students has bad intentions. To put it bluntly, someone here wants to betray you.
So it's true then. Do you know who this is?
Not yet, unfortunately. So I advise you to be very careful.
Thank you. I will not endanger you any longer. Until our next meeting, I hope.
Certainly. Have a good night, Samuel. Be careful.
Have a good night, Samuel.
Be serious.
Have you met your doctor yet? He's one of a kind. What's new?
The Lehites.
What about them? Have you found out what den they're staying in?
They seek a meeting, but on their own terms. They said they would send a coach for me to Powiśle.
A pathetic ploy. Don't worry, I'll be there. I'll keep an eye on you.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
Detective.
Mr. Szulski, further impersonation of me may one day cost you dearly. I'm warning you. And now I'm listening.
I want to ask what you think about the Lehites' motives. Do you see them as significant?
Their motives are inconsequential to me. The effects of their methods do a lot to undermine them. What you want to know is what I think of Poles who fight for their country in this way.
That's right.
It's not worth the trouble to lose or take lives in the name of a notion so abstract as the state. Is that all?
The Lehites reached out to me and agreed to a meeting. In Powiśle, near the market, I'm supposed to get into the carriage they will have arranged to wait for me.
We'll follow you. My people will be there before you arrive. See you.
Arik, you were supposed to lock the door.
Désolé, am I interrupting something?
You can yell at me later. Let's deal with him.
I've already met Arik. How about the rest? Who are you?
We are the revivers of the Holy Republic of Poland. In the name of Jesus Christ, our triune Lord.
Amen.
You're leaving behind quite a mess.
We're about to start cleaning.
feel it? It's the smell of mystery. Nothing can be kept secret from me. Have you been waiting long?
I'm a journalist. I can be patient when I know I'll be rewarded for it.
I see that the carriage hasn't arrived yet.
I'm sure they're watching us. Patience. Tell me what you have for me before they get here.
I have information for you that may prove useful during the interview.
Let's start with how you convinced the Lahites to reach out.
It wasn't difficult. I tracked down the attacker. Christian Krull survived the explosion of his own bomb. He was lying in Praga hospital and is fanatically devoted to the cause.
Not bad. And the culprit was right under Zhukov's nose all this time. Is there anything else?
I renewed my contact with the socialists.
Well, well. How often do you see Vanda?
They want to be as far away from the Lehites as possible, and even go so far as to treat them with hostility.
I like this dichotomy, a common goal and yet a moral challenge. I would very much like to hear the other side's version. You're doing fine. What else?
The target of the attack was Stefania Lipnicka. She ran a foundation on Nowogrodzka Street. The Lehites found out that Lipnicka was an informant. She'd handed over members of some Polish society from Vilnius to the authorities. The bomb was meant as revenge.
So, this was an attack on her? All other victims were
unlucky bystanders, yes.
Do you have any proof of Lipnicka's betrayal?
I saw a congratulatory letter and a Russian medal in her office.
In that case, I can't not write about it.
This is everything I've been able to find.
Incredible. We must work together more often.
Does your conscience bother you sometimes because of the things you write?
Never, if what I write is the truth. A lot when I write to please the censors in the Courier.
What exactly do you intend to write about the Lehites?
I told you, the truth. I want to know if they're Polish patriots who made a mistake, or if they're Russian provocateurs who want to destroy the socialists. Or if they're just a bunch of lunatics.
I think that's for us.
Fine. Let's not keep them waiting. Finally.
So, this is the famous Kimicic, the herald of the revolution. We have a lot in common.
That remains to be seen.
And this must be Mr. Szulski. Strange company for a socialist.
I read your manifesto. If I'm bourgeois and Kimicic is a socialist, what are you?
Patriots. Real ones. You will be the first to bring the testimony of the Lahites to the Poles. You will be famous.
What did you want to achieve with this attack?
To sow fear in imperialistic hearts. To show what fate awaits those who betray Poland.
Is this about Stefania Lipnicka?
We want to use this interview to expose her lies, her betrayal. Let the people see her true face. She was no Pole, not a true one.
According to the Lehites, who is worthy of calling themselves a real Pole?
This notion may not be subjective, but rather abstract. Would we have a place in your Poland with Mr. Szulski?
Mr. Szulski is too much of a Russian, and you, Kmicic, exhibit far too many Semitic traits. But we are not lunatics. We are open to those willing to assimilate.
Lipnicka's faults are not commensurate with her punishment.
Tell that to those she sent to the scaffold. I regret that we could only kill her once, while she killed many. Lipnicka's daughter will be better off in the shelter. At least now she has a chance to grow into a patriot.
You didn't say there was a daughter as well.
I didn't know.
Your victims were all Poles. Doesn't that conflict with your postulations?
Please, don't twist our intentions.
What are the biggest differences between you and the Socialists? Because a trusted source tells me that they have a decidedly negative view of your organization.
Socialism is our biggest difference, sir. What's going on here? This interview's over. Police!
No, we didn't come here to arrest you. This will be an execution.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with, miss.
But I know that they'll be fishing your body from the Vistula tomorrow. You'll serve as an example to others.
What took you so long?
You set us up, you son of a Ruski bitch!
wonderful and all, but why didn't you bother telling me you intended to bring the socialists here?
There was no time in all this journalistic rush.
Can we speak outside? I can't stay long. The police and the military will be here soon.
What do you intend to do about those fanatics?
This particular Hydra needs to have only one of its heads cut off. The rest will either kill or betray each other, or hide in fear.
We'll see.
Miss Vonda, how about a brief comment for the press? The Polish press.
I promise to give you something to write about, Fagin.
Tell me, WS, in what words would you like to be described?
How about WS?
Who knows? Maybe it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I don't think so.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I've heard you've been traveling a lot.
I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich, Fulge. Are you alone?
I've taken care of them.
Good. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the folk.
It's impossible to ignore an invitation magically inscribed on an onion. How can I help you?
What is a Faude?
That's what we Tatars call Thaumaturges. I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor. Is something ailing you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
I didn't expect to receive anything. I want to know why he left it to me.
You and Stanisław weren't especially close, were you?
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konieczkin.
As I thought. The chief had been circling Stanisław for a long time and was interested in his associates. In us.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short. Sofet is dead. You're the only one left. Give the Grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
As far as I can tell, he used hypnosis on me, and he still peeks into my head from time to time.
Do you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a Thaumaturge?
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other Thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it.
Why are you toying with me?
Forgive me. At my age, I have to hunt around for entertainment. I wanted to give you a try. You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one. I want to rebuild the coterie, with your participation.
Why do you want to resurrect it?
I'll tell you why you want this. Because your father had the right idea, but lost himself on the journey. You've got the chance to avoid his mistakes. I trust that now you're intrigued.
It sounds tempting. I'll think it over.
That's enough for me for the time being. But take my advice. When you leave here, go to the one who healed you. I sense he has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous, and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
You didn't answer my question. What are you doing here?
We're on the boundary of two worlds, amid human ashes. This is a wonderful place to contemplate the future. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian, and you grew up in France. Who are you, Wiktor?
And what about you? Who are you, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
Me? Above all, I am an acolyte of Christ himself, whose path I know and wish to follow. I'm not as lost as you.
And what about the rest of the flock? The people around you. You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
I'd like to believe. I know that you're helping me, and I have a debt towards you, but I also have my doubts.
How can I dispel them?
Why are you visiting the Church of St. Mary Magdalene?
I pray there. But Lazarev showed it to me. He believes in my mission and revealed that the Tsarina sometimes goes there.
Does that have anything to do with Kirill?
Where do you know him from?
I've also been to the church to pray.
No, he doesn't matter here. What worried you?
There are people who don't have entirely flattering opinions about you. They say you might be dangerous.
What people? Do you know them? Everyone has opinions about you, or about other thaumaturges, Jews, women, American Indians, or about Christ himself. What have you heard about me that's starting to frighten you? Have you heard about my wife? Maybe that I abandoned her for orgies and feasts? Or maybe you should just go ahead and ask me directly. Have you heard about my wanton life? I don't judge anyone by who they sleep with, or how often. What else have you heard, and from whom? From the Petersburg Okhrana and its agents? From newspapers written under the strictures of Tsarist censorship? What else?
It feels like you know things I haven't told you.
I can't be sure what you're telling me consciously and which ones only during our sessions.
It's hard to trust someone who goes into your head without you knowing what he does in there.
That didn't bother you before. You invited me in yourself, remember? You yourself opened your mind to me. I told you I hadn't investigated my power myself. It's a gift. I usually help those who believe. Do you believe now?
That's all.
See, I think I've dispelled all your doubts. Think what we can achieve, Wiktor, if you just come with me. Think about how the Tsar will look upon all Thaumaturges then, if one of them saves his heir. Do you see now?
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Wiktor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
I need time.
You've heard me, Wiktor. And after everything I've done for you so far, come back when you're ready. Once you're on that path, there's no turning back. You know where to find me. Look, Doubting Thomas has returned. I'm sure he wants something.
I've been thinking about what you said.
You only show up when you want something from me. And when I ask for something minor, you refuse. How am I supposed to trust you?
I came to make an agreement.
I'm all ears.
I made a mistake. I shouldn't have treated you that way.
Words mean nothing. Actions matter, Wiktor. If your confession isn't sincere, atonement is impossible.
You'll accept me with open arms, help me, and we'll forget the matter. And I'll help you with whatever you want.
All right. Let's go back to how we were before, friend. Can we go? The church is waiting.
Not yet. I came about something else.
Yes? What do you need?
I'll leave you alone. I've got business to get back to.
Go in health, friend.
You appear to be waiting for me.
Indeed, Mr. Szulski. Do you remember me? Czesław, I attended your lecture. Can I take a moment of your time? It's urgent.
What's the matter? Is something bothering you?
More than one thing, actually. I can't sleep. I'm afraid to walk alone in the city. I feel that I'm being watched.
Maybe you should consult a doctor about this before turning to a Thaumaturge.
It's them! They're here! They'll keep us here long? Do you at least know where we are?
No. I've got a splitting headache. They took the grimoire from me.
Do you believe me now?
Who are these people?
I don't know. I fear they're with the Ochrana. I told you, they've been following me.
Ever since I came back, I've been finding myself in situations like this quite often. It can't be good for my head.
Your head has more serious concerns right now. I'm afraid they won't let us go so easily, if at all.
Now is a good time for you to explain this situation to me.
I think they're after the Flying University and Dickstein. It was probably them that arrested Valdemar. And now they've been following me as well.
I'll take a look around here.
You seem pleased. Have you managed to feel something out?
I've discovered a few things. We'll see which of them prove to be useful.
How about the smoke?
They didn't take them from you?
Luckily, no. They're imported, the good stuff. They have a distinct, courtly taste of the bourgeois.
I've heard that somewhere already.
It's a popular saying. A convict's last meal. Want one?
What is it that you want from the Flying University?
Being a diligent student is not my thing. I simply heard that is where fancy girls go. You understand, right? Cigarette?
I don't smoke.
I don't think we'll have time anyway.
Mr. Szulski has come to already? Good. We want to ask you some questions, and we're not in any kind of rush.
But first, this one. How about it, Chasewolf? Where should we start? Feet, nails, or knees?
Gentlemen, I beg you. I don't know anything. This is some sort of mistake.
Cheswoff, we know about Dickstein and the students. We even know about the Szulski family home. We're catching you one by one as we speak.
Do you prefer the hammer or the pliers?
I don't know anything. I swear, Mr. Szulski.
Where's my grimoire?
We happen to be reading it. Why?
If this is true, and you have so much as glanced at the written pages, all the demons imprisoned there have looked into your souls. They will hunt you for the rest of your days.
That's not how grimoires work.
Didn't I tell you? That's exactly how they work. My cousin looked at a grimoire once and soon started dreaming of ghouls. So did his children. It went on for years until he sought aid from a priest.
Be quiet, idiot. Maybe we should move on to Mr. Szulski now. Pliers or hammer?
Go with the pliers. Nails will grow back, and it's better to pull out aching teeth earlier anyway.
What?
What?
I know you operate independently, and you'll do anything so the chief doesn't find out. Am I wrong? Ivan, and I think I can address the chief that way, will not be happy when he finds out about all of this. Konieczkin will end you.
And what now?
Well, since you took away my grimoire, I'll just give you a beating without it, and be on my way.
We'll take the risk. Cheswoff, you can stop pretending now. We'll settle this in a more subtle way.
I thought it wouldn't come out till the end.
This is the end.
You handle him then. I'm off to tell our guys to hurry up with these arrests.
Polina?
Not now. Wiesiek is about to draw for a straight.
Is that bad? How do you know? Ah, fuck it. Give me two.
It's urgent, and I don't want to explain it in front of everyone. Please, let's go.
Fine, let's go.
Hey, we got a deal going.
I'm a Thaumaturge, Wiesław, and I predict you're going to lose today.
And I don't give a fuck. No one leaves here until we finish. A deal is a deal.
Wiesio, the young miss is leaving with me.
Don't call him Wiesiu.
Only my mom can call me that.
I'll be going now to read some old books by Green Square.
Another one.
What's going on here? Why is there no passage?
Man, on one side, there are the Ruskies that want to come in and batter people, and on the other side there's me not wanting to let them in. And seeing as there are more of us this time, it won't be so easy for them.
I repeat, get out of the way and no one will be harmed.
Take your barking somewhere else, lying dogs. Haven't you had enough this year? Do you intend to drag people out of their homes and beat them in the streets again?
Or shoot them.
And which side of the barricade are you gonna be on?
Is there perhaps a chance that you will help me pass in such a way as not to draw the Ruskies' attention?
And who are you supposed to be? A provocateur, probably? And with a magical book, no less. Forget about it.
I have to think about this.
And what is there to think about? Have you made up your mind yet, or has something new come up already?
You feel your blood boiling at the mere sight of a Russian uniform. Don't suppress this aggression. Call the others. You're not alone here. They will follow you. Just give them the signal.
You'll have your comeuppance. All of you.
Hold your horses, Chief, or there'll be blood.
But it won't just be our blood. Jews, to me!
This is what we've been waiting for.
Mr. Szulski? How did you get past the military?
It doesn't matter. You must warn the students immediately. Arrests have started. Chesov gave up everyone.
What? I don't have time to warn anyone. Did you see what's happening in front of the tenement house? They'll be coming for me soon. I have to run myself. I'm sorry.
And what about the university? Future Polish intelligentsia, educating the young elites of the Republic of Poland. You'll leave everything because of a few soldiers in the backyard? I make no secret of the fact that I myself risked a lot when I allowed a lecture to take place in my house. You are indebted to me.
I'm very sorry.
Ligia is sure to be made disconsolate by your decision. What will happen to the students?
They all knew the risk they were signing up for. We agreed that in a situation like this, everyone would look after themselves. All right. You're right. I'll bring everyone I can to the antiquarian bookshop, but I'm going to need help.
I've already met with Polina. She's safe.
Good job. Warn Cecilia. She lives in a Praga tenement house, vis-à-vis the Orthodox Church.
I'll do my best.
Freeze! Put your hands up!
You know where to find me after.
I take it you won't leave with us voluntarily?
I take it you won't move out of our way.
Хорошо.
What happened here? I thought you had this under control.
They started shooting. Poor sons. Once again, the district is drenched in our blood. Balthazar, such a good lad. You go on now.
Mr. Szulski, come in. What's new?
I've got some fresh ideas for you.
Promising. But you can't keep wearing the same attire. Please, come back to me if you find more inspiration. Meanwhile, I shall attend to my work. Please, excuse me.
I won't bother you.
All right.
Wiktor, it's about the Flying University. Arrests have started. Cecilia was here.
Where is she now?
You weren't coming. She went to warn the others and bring them to the antiquarian bookshop. What now?
How much did Cecilia tell you?
I know about the arrests, the Ochrana, and the whole situation. I expected that. It's okay.
Given the circumstances, I must ask if it's possible that our mutual friend, the Chief of the Secret Service, already knows everything as well.
Are you asking if I reported to him?
I care about your safety more than anything else.
You have to understand that I had to call him. Otherwise, they would have arrested Cecilia.
What is it that Konieczkin wanted in return? As I've no doubt he wanted something.
That's my business. You weren't here.
Does that mean you also plan to go to the antiquarian bookshop?
Of course, why do you ask?
Because I know it's careless, dangerous, and very much your style.
Very aware as well.
So if you want to dissuade me from it, you can forget about it. In that case, let's go. You've made it.
Yes, and I'm glad you've made it as well. Thank you for helping me at the bridge club.
Time is short. Let's hear what Dickstein has to tell us.
Looks like this is the end of our university.
We'll see about that. No one knows what the future will bring. Shall we begin?
Yes, I think everyone we've managed to warn is already here. My dear friends, I couldn't be more proud to have been a part of this undertaking. And I couldn't be more sad that it's over.
Mr. President, now is the time to wait things out.
However, in view of the arrests and all the danger I have brought on everyone, I see no other way out. I'm closing the Flying University. For your safety.
Maybe let's not call it the end, but an interlude instead.
No, let's call things by their name. It will be better for everyone.
I do not agree. We must wait. True. But never give up.
Then all of us, all those who were arrested, their sacrifice will be in vain.
What are you talking about?
They meant to say that...
I'll explain it to him. What we're saying, Samuel, is that it's time to lay low and wait it out.
And then try again until it works.
I understand. Thank you for everything. Although some would like to silence us, I believe that our fate will soon change. Patience. Meanwhile, look after yourselves. Thank you once again.
Fine, let's go.
Finally. Wiktor, it's about to start.
Strange. I don't remember the way here. Not at all.
Should I be nervous, friend?
This terrifies me.
Quiet there. You're not in a barn.
The Patriarch Kiru will soon begin an exorcism on a certain boy.
I know that you and Kiru have a past. Why are we here, of all places?
Not in the least. Remember, revenge is foreign to me, Wiktor. It's not about Kirill. Though if by chance he trips up today, that would make me immeasurably happy. Unlike Kirill, I really do want to heal a boy who is suffering. The people must understand that I am the truth.
And what then?
Then, all that's needed is for what happens here to reach the right ears.
Off to the market with you. Don't bother folks here.
Now I would like you to look around and determine how to prepare the miracle of healing. Go now.
What's my role in all this?
The church is a divine stage. The sort I need to perform on to produce the right impression. People will see me today as a miracle worker. What's your role in this? You're a thaumaturge. Help me do it.
I'll go take a look around.
Go, but don't waste time.
I felt something. Where is it?
Yushka, can we please start?
Patience, daughter, and humility. Keep praying. You're back after all. You'll soon see the power of God.
Is he your son? Why did you bring him here?
What business is it of yours? The devil needs to give me my son back. He's got me scared to sleep under my own roof.
Why?
He won't shut up about phantoms, and he lies and makes stuff up. And he hauls and hauls. But Yushka, faster, have mercy.
Hey, you. Why did you harm Kartofel? He said it really hurts now.
I didn't mean to. I didn't. I was angry. Papa didn't come back from the war.
I know you destroyed a holy image. Do you want to go to hell?
No, I got scared. Mama?
I've heard you're a liar.
No, I don't lie. That's not true.
And that you scare your mama making things up.
Not true. to go home.
Don't get close to him. It's the devil speaking through him. He'll tell you anything to save himself.
We're running out of time, Wiktor. What have you got for me?
I've learned the boy carries a flaw.
Perfect. And what's next?
Maybe it's what's making him upset. If I took it away... But Kiro told me to move away before it opened completely.
Don't dwell on it. It's good news. Let's get closer to God. Especially since it's a little too loud here.
Thanks be to God. They're going somewhere else to talk.
Princeps miliete caliestes defendenos in proelio. Down with the evil spirit. I drive you out in the name of Christ.
Priest! Leave that child alone!
You stand in defense of Satan. He's not a child, he's a devil.
Mama!
You're causing a child unnecessary suffering. He needs a different kind of help. True help. My help.
Quiet, don't scream. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Mama! Mama! Help!
He sees you as I do. That only means one thing. Hey, don't cry, all right? How about we talk? Have you ever seen a ghost or a monster? One like him?
Once, one was in the wardrobe, the other in the kitchen. I'm scared of them.
Have you told anyone about this?
My mama and the priest. Am I going to hell?
Calm down, everything's all right. No one's taking you to hell. I see ghosts too. Sometimes they even help me.
Why did God do this to us? Doesn't he like us?
Sometimes I wonder about that myself. We don't know what God has planned for us.
Will this take much longer? Kirill is about to declare me anathema. How can it be that he's crying here?
He's a Thaumaturge. I didn't know that earlier.
Do you see yourself in him? Do you want to help him because no one helped you?
What will happen to me now?
Well, Wiktor, we're running out of time. What will happen to him now?
I've decided that I'll transfer his flaw to myself.
You're mercifully taking something from him for your own benefit.
Listen.
Are you taking me to my mama?
We're about to go back to your mama, and she will take you home. You won't see monsters anymore, and your mama won't get mad at what you say. Deal?
Yes.
It's all right now. Everything will be all right. Find peace inside yourself. Peace, yes. It's all right now. Be blessed, Shimon. Be healed. It's better now, isn't it?
It's a miracle. Thank you. With all my heart.
Shimon shares his name with the name of the greatest of Christ's apostles. And you wanted to drive Satan out of him. That's blasphemy. So say I, Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. The man you betrayed, Judas. We have made the words of God into an instrument for our own gain. Made sacred temples into a vanity fair. Satan exists. And he is here today among us. But not in the small, defenseless boy I have just cured. It works through its earthly acolytes. It enters the minds of those unblemished by sin, and sows chaos there. It's time to stand against this.
It's him, the wizard who wanted to hurt my son.
Where are you going? Stop him!
Evil takes root in each of us. We must be strong, because now we need a government of souls free from evil. In these dark times, we need a miracle of unity. Glory to Russia! Slava России!
Fuck you! He turned up with that wizard!
Let us be strong in spirit. That is the only way we can defeat Satan.
Down with traitors!
Hey, you! The devil with the book! You damned magician! I'm talking to you!
Officer, I was just passing by.
Wiktor, do you need help?
I won't say no. Looks like it'd be useful.
What was that you said, officer?
I can see you're in over your head, officer. Because these are wizard scum. It's not a fair fight with them.
Enough! You and you. Get them.
But...
Save your powers for later. They'll come in handy. Let's go.
Michal, leave him alone, bastards!
Geroy, you're coming with us too.
Although, they could have left me a coat. It's chilly here.
They're going to kill us.
We'll get out of this.
I wonder how.
First time?
You don't know where we are, do you?
Janek.
In the Citadel. There's no getting out of here. First, the Ochrana will grill us, then it'll be out to the prison yard.
Hey, kid. Look at me. Wanda will spring us from here. We just have to give her time. Have you learned to whistle yet? And remember, we were at Mass. We don't know anything, got it? Unlike him. And now you're going to tell me exactly what happened inside the church.
How is Wanda meant to help you?
I'm sure Wanda and our folks have already got the Citadel under watch. We don't leave our own behind. Don't change the subject. What about the church?
I didn't want this to happen. It was Rasputin's fault.
Who? That bearded monk?
Yes. He took advantage of me.
You?
Jan Bialek! No. Please, no.
Here! That's me! You've gotta get him out of here, you understand? He's not even 16.
You have my word.
Bialek, you're coming with me.
Tell her not to miss me. And you, practice that whistling.